Sorry, I was late. I was doing my style Sora daily because it's a Tuesday and their weekly reset on a Tuesday. Didn't realize the time. Howdy, partner. Howdy. Howdy, y'all. Howdy. There's a new banner installed right now. A new banner, man. A new banner. I gotta grind. Happy St. Patrick's Day. What is St. Leprechaun Day, right? St. Patrick's is the leprechaun day, where the other side of the rainbow has a pot of gold. I feel like he's emotionally gaslighting you guys. Maybe there's no actually gold. It's just, what is that word? It's a metaphor. The man who got rid of all the snakes in Ireland. You telling me there's no snakes in Ireland? Wow. What is that? The Snake Island needs that. You know, there's an island that has a snake. What am I saying? Pot of island. No. Whoa. What the freak? What I'm saying is, there's an island called Snake Island. I think it's in Brazil. Brazil is the bottom of America. So Brazil is next to Mexico. So Brazil is next to the Amazon. The Amazon. So next to the Amazon is, forgive me, my chemistry is bad. Wait, not chemistry. What is that study of geography? Sorry, my geography is bad. Dinner Snake Island. An island full of snakes. There's 0 inhabitants, people. And it's all snakes. And it's forbidden to go there. There's like small snakes, big snakes, hundreds of snakes. Mexico is not next to the USA. Mexico is underneath the USA. Like America, and then below America is Mexico. What are you talking about? We learned... And I'm pretty sure Mexico is below America. You trying to rage bait me? I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. And Canada is on top of America. So it's like a burger sandwich. So Canada and Mexico are the burger bun, and the burger patty is America. Yeah. That's how it is. That's how I remember it. See, I was right. Good morning. I was right. That's the only geography I know, and then I don't know the rest. The world is too big. Too big! Oh, Antarctica is above. And then, what's below? I actually don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm not a historian, so I don't really need to know where exactly the countries are located at. It's not like I'll ever get tested for something like this, so I don't need to know that much. Yippee! You know Japan too? Japan is like right next to America by an ocean. So somebody in America says hello. Somebody in Japan can see the hello because they're directly next to each other, just separated by the ocean. Yeah. And Japan is next to Russia. So that's why there's a lot of Russian players in Japanese server of Call of Duty. And then that's all I know. Wait, yeah. I don't know anymore. It might take a few hours. Yeah, it might take a few hours, but it's still close enough, you know? Close enough. Oh, and then... Yeah, Hawaii is close. That's why, I think that's why there's a lot of Japanese in Hawaii. I'm not so sure. I've never been to Hawaii. I actually don't know much about Hawaii except for aloha oi, and then they like to wear coconut bras, and then they wear grass skirts, and they drink pina colada, and then they like to surf, and there's a lot of trees in Hawaii. And they like to eat pineapples. And they're known for their fish. And there's a lot of Japanese culture in Hawaii. There's a lot of sushi. And a lot of spam, apparently. Tons and tons of spam. And a lot of coconuts. A lot of coconuts. Okay, yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, that's all I know. Cause that's where Lilo and Stitch is from. Yeah, they like spam. I've actually never tried spam. Wait, is spam American? Or is spam Korean? Cause Korean people like spam too. I've never had spam, but it's essentially luncheon meat, right? Or, oh, it's canned ham, but it's like luncheon meat, right? Like ham? Spam is delicious meat in a can from USA. Gotta love anything in a can, cause it can last a long time. You're going there in a few months? Take pictures, please. I wanna see what Hawaii looks like. Are you going there as a tourist? And take lots of pictures. Do you have Wummy merch? Please take pictures of them too. I wanna see Wummy in Hawaii. Hey, Hawaii ends with an I. Wummy ends with an I too, so meant to be. It's the Ohana and me. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind. It's the American cheese of meat. American cheese of meat. What does that mean? American cheese of meat. What does that mean? Don't throw her in the volcano. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot there's volcano in Hawaii. Volcano. Volcano. Maybe you'll find a fire dragon sleeping inside the volcano. Yippee! American cheese, hazel, artificial. You mean craft cheese? Man, I'm an America boo. Like, I love everything American, right? Like, I long for Costco. But I've always dreamt of trying Velveeta cheese. I want to know what it tastes like. Velveeta cheese. You know, America is like the world of instant food, and I love instant food. And processed foods, I like processed foods. I like things in a can. I've heard many stories about Velveeta cheese. You know, I think cheese in America is cheap. Oh, on TikTok, right? Because I like to watch TikTok. There's like this store. There's this store. I think it's in Beverly Hills. Whatever, it's where the rich people are. And they sell cheese. And then the guy would record himself selling different cheese to his customers. And then that's where I learned a lot of cheese knowledge, you know. There's like goat cheese from goat milk. There's like cheddar there's like aged cheddar. Like, you know, it makes me think, right? Like, you say this cheddar is aged 36 months. 36 months is like 12 times 2 12 times 2 12 times 2 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36. It's like, wait, 3 years. That means they must have made the cheese 3 years ago. But wouldn't it run out? Like, how do you know, there can't be that many cheese that is 3 years old, right? Like, you must be making buttload of cheese, maybe like 1 million. How do you make 1 million cheese in one shot? Do you have 1 million cows? I'm pretty sure one cow can only have... You can only milk a cow so much until they die. That means, how many cows do they have to go through to make so much cheese? That's like 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old. Arigato super. Whammy. PS spam. Why do you say vomit on spam? I think... What's up, Whammy? Your forehead looking good today. My forehead be looking sleek every day. What are you talking about? No flickies though. The cheese economy is thriving, Whammy. There's like millions of cheese in hidden caves. What? Are you serious? Millions of cheese? Millions of cheese in an underground cheese facility? You telling me like there's a bunker? Like a huge safe, a bunker in America just for cheese? Is that like a military secret? That's insane. You know, if America ever gonna get poor, just like sell your cheese, man. Just sell it off. You probably earn like a trillion of dollars. You'll never run out of cheese. That's crazy. So now I know where to hide during a zombie apocalypse. I'll hide in the cheese factory, cause it's in the bunker. Nobody will ever know to go there. Now I have to eat cheese for life. Imagine if somebody goes into the cheese bunker and spread like a mold, and then the entire like cheese bunker cheese just go rotten. That's like a sabotage. Oh no. I'm gonna get the cheese vault. That's 5D chess thinking. You mean 5D cheese thinking? Yeah, just like, you know, just like tiny little mold. Cheese is very fragile anyways. Just like, flick, a tiny little organism. Spread some worms. I'll take just one worm. And then it will destroy the entire vault. Oh no, that's the cause of the next war. Destroy. Think of a title. The destruction of Cheese Vault. It's all American cheddar. What? You telling me that the Cheese Vault only has one type of cheese? And it sounds like facts. So I'm gonna Google it. America Cheese Vault. The US has 1.4 billion pounds of cheese stored below in the caves of Missouri. This sounds like what I would do in Stardew Valley, man. It truly is min-maxing. The US government buys overproduction to help with dairy industry. What kind of cheese? Is it all one kind of cheese? Wow. They all look like this. Wait. Let me show you a picture. Imagine if I go in there and I stick my tongue out and I lick every single cheese out there. I'll just go like... What a menace. Look up Springfield Underground. Remy would be jailed for life. I wouldn't be. I'm an overlord. I'll never get jailed. They will never know. Wait, Springfield something again? Did somebody say Springfield? Springfield Underground. Springfield Underground is a massive 3.2 million. The government cheese? The government cheese is a processed cheese provided to welfare beneficiaries. during World War II. There's cheese in World War II? God damn. That's crazy. People be eating good back in the days. In the 1980s. Yeah, like, they just look like this. They just look like this. So I'm going to just stick on my tongue, and I'm gonna just every single layer, lick them all. I want to sabotage. Government cheese come from those kids. God damn. That's gonna be the great attack by the great overlord. The great attack. Dun 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 dun. So I'm gonna lick over 1.2 billion cheese. Wow! That should be in the world record. Yeah. But what cheese is that? Like what cheese? What is it? Like what is it? What cheese is that? They never say. They just say cheese, but what cheese? Wait a minute. Why is there a declining in demand for milk? Nobody likes drinking milk. Damn, that's so sad. What do you mean nobody buying milk? There's so many cows in this world. And yet people don't want to drink milk? Milk is great. Wow, 36 people of Americans are lactose intolerant. You know, that's just weak. I believe that in order to tackle lactose intolerant, you gotta stuff yourself with so much lactose that you become tolerant. That's how it's supposed to be. It's called, what is that? There's a therapy that you gotta face your fears so you won't be scared anymore. Same thing. You just gotta tank it. You just gotta inhale lots and lots of milk. Yeah, it's called exposure therapy. You gotta overcome the weakness of your flesh. Plus, it's lactose intolerant. You know, it's not lactose allergy. If it's lactose allergy, then you can't because you'll die. But it's just your body is not tolerable, so you gotta make it tolerate. Tolerate. Your body says no, but you gotta say yes. Yeah. You gotta. I was just thinking, I used to, when I encountered this movie called... I told this story before to you guys, but I'll tell you again. I encountered this movie called should not forget. Ooh, the name. The Grudge? No. Let me Google. The Purge. The Purge. I saw like clips. I saw clips of The Purge, and I thought it was real. Cause you know, I assume that in America there's guns and stuff. So I thought once a year in America there is The Purge. So when I watched that clip on TikTok, I thought it was a documentary of people actually from The Purge. Then they reenact the documentary and turn it into a movie. So I thought The Purge was real. And I was so worried, thinking like, man, like at first I don't want to live in America because, I mean, if I do live in America and The Purge happens, I'm going to leave the house for a week. And then after The Purge, I'm going to come back because I don't want to die. Like, what if people die? Because you can do anything, and any crime is real. So, so I thought, oh, maybe people would build underground bunker. And that's why I see people build underground bunker. And I thought those underground bunkers are for The Purge. And they even do videos of them decorating their little bunker. And then I must be thinking, Americans must be really brave. You know? To be able to survive The Purge once a year like that. That's insane. And then I thought how much anxiety people would have of their homes being broken in. Like, and then I wonder what people would do, you know, during The Purge. Probably rob a bank. Or if I was in America during The Purge, I would go to Costco and I would eat every one of the ice creams. Like, I would slam open the freezer and I would yank all of the ice cream. I'll eat one of every flavor. And then I'll just take the rotisserie chicken and just eat it on the spot. And I'll steal every drumstick out of the rotisserie chicken. And then I would just go to the snack aisle and open every single one of the snacks. And then I thought, oh no, but what if there's other people, besides me that wants to go to Costco? And I thought that maybe I could steal a car. And then I bring like a huge backpack. And then I put all of the ice cream in the backpack. And then I steal all the ice cream and snacks. And all the Dr. Peppers. And then put it in the van. And then drive away. And then I wanna go to the ice cream bar. And I wanna bend down. And I wanna open my mouth. And I wanna open the ice cream. I've always had this impulse thought of what if I just bend down and I turn on the ice cream dispenser and see how long would it take before I get choked by ice cream. Like, I want to see how much it's is the ice cream going to go down my esophagus and invade my lungs? Like, how much ice cream will it take to fill like my hole up, you know? Until like I vomit it out. Like, how much ice cream does it take to just, like, how does it feel to have like your hole filled with cold ice cream down your lungs. I've always had that impulsive thoughts, but, you know, of course I held it in. I've always... Do you guys never have that thought before? Just me? Like, I know it's cold, but it's different than... you know when you drink a lot of water, but then if you don't swallow, it just fills you up. But that's water. But this is cream. Ice cream is solid. So how long would it take to fill up your entire throat? I want to know what it feels like to have lots of cream. Like, what would it feel like? Would my chest be cold? Would my neck be cold? I don't know, man. It's something to think about. So that was what I wanted to do during the purge. And then I realized that the purge is not real. And those bunkers are for the hurricane. And then I thought, oh, yeah, I bet they would raid the cheese. They would raid the cheese vault for sure during the purge. That's crazy. That's just a thought, man. Like, what if? I never finished the movie, so... There's a beer cave? What? You know, I once tried to test to see if I could be like a Nephilim cup. So I opened my mouth and I kept pouring beer in and I don't swallow. And then I realized that it goes down my throat, but then it stops halfway and it just overfills my mouth and it just comes out. And then I realized that my throat is shorter than I thought. Beer cave in America refers to historical 19th century underground lager cellars and modern walk-in coolers in retail store. The lager caves of St. Louis. St. Louis in Mississippi. Mississippi. Oh, it looks like this. Mississippi. Wow. I feel like my dad and I would just crack open one barrel, yank it out, put a straw in, and just go. Like stuff your mouth in a barrel. Hey, do you think fishes get drunk? Has anybody do an experiment by putting a fish in a barrel of beer or replacing the water in an aquarium with beer? Do you think fishes will get drunk? That's a very good question. I'm pretty sure they'll drown, Lemmy. Fishes can't drown! They breathe water! I don't think the fish would survive, but it's water! It's water! They breathe water! And beer have a lot of gas bubble. And gas bubble gives oxygen, which means they can breathe. But do they breathe beer? I'm sure they can breathe beer. Dolphins can get high. How does dolphins get high? Who is feeding wheat to dolphins? How do they get high? How do dolphins get high? They get high on puffer fish. A pot of young... Wait, let me remove this thing. A pot of young dolphins deliberately provoking pufferfish, causing them to puff up and release small amounts of their toxins. The dolphins then gently nibble or mouth the fish, carefully avoiding fatal doses, and appear to enter a trance-like euphoric state shortly after. Oh, I feel so bad for the pufferfish, man! I saw a picture! Oh, that is so sad! Oh, that is so sad. I feel so bad for the pufferfish. Can you imagine the group of dolphins like, hey man, I wanna get high? Yeah, I wanna get drunk. I wanna get high. I wanna... What is that word when you're very high? I don't know. I wanna get lit. Alright, man. Let's go find ourselves a pufferfish. And then this pufferfish is just chilling. Chilling in its own little lane. And then all of a sudden, a group of dolphins just come at it. Come at it! Taking turns! It's like one pufferfish versus 5 dolphins. Taking turns, getting stuck from below. That's so sad. That's so... See, this is why dolphins are actually very clever. It's like, how do they know? How do they know that pufferfish releases toxins that can make them high? Like, who taught them? Probably their ancestors. That's insane. It's like a hookah or something. Group of bros sniffing hookahs. That's so sad! Just like throwing around the poor little pufferfish. What's the point of having some spikes when you're just being used as a hookah? Imagine how many dolphins a pufferfish will go through. Imagine if there's a school of dolphins. That's like 10 dolphins. Imagine the poor little pufferfish being tossed around, snuck underneath by 10 different dolphins against its will. That's sexual harassment, man. I mean, please don't do puffer. It leads to bad end. I'm not a dolphin. A puffer fish. I feel so bad now. Where's my can? Wait. Let me grab my candy. That's so sad. That's so sad about when you're reading weird dojins again. How's it weird? You know, we don't know a lot about the ocean. And we don't know a lot about what's going on underground. But the fact that dolphins use pufferfish as drugs just shows how much intelligence these species are. So can you imagine what other stuff goes on in the in the oceanic world that we don't know? Lemurs chill on toxic millipede secretions so they could get high. What the freak? Lemurs have a strange rituals. They bite and rub millipede all over their fur, triggering the release of toxic chemicals. In small doses, the toxins act like a natural insect repellent. But they also get the lemurs high, rolling, drooling, and blissed out. Is lemur King Julian? Is King Julian a lemur from Madagascar? Wow, nature's pretty freaky. They just rub each other with millipede. Millipedes are so icky to me. Like, I don't know, they look like an alien species. Oh, he is! More. I like it when he goes, King Julian! Oh, King Julian! I've never watched Madagascar before, but I've seen enough King Julian TikTok enough to know the show. You know? This just reminds me of the honey badger. The honey badger is probably one of the world's most I think the honey badger is probably one of the most I don't give a freak animal in the world. They fight whoever they want, and if they get poisoned, they just fall asleep and they'll recover. They're not scared of snakes, tigers, wolves, nothing. They're not scared of anything. I once saw a clip of a honey badger fighting a king cobra, and it got poisoned. So the honey badger just go and take a nap. And then wake up next day. Oh, you read Killing Bite? Oh, Killing Bite is a nice... Killing Bite is a nice tournament arc anime about animals going on wrestling. Main character is a honey badger. Yeah, and they like to fight lions. They're not even scared of elephants. They're not scared of anything. Oh, whoa, whoa. The real mamani. Hablas español. Chorizo? I know what chorizo is. It's a sausage, but I will Google Translate. Por favor. I will Google Translate. Asado o chorizo. Yo en lo personal prefiero el asado. Es bastante rico y bien cocinado y con la sal perfecta. Es un mallar. Lo comemos con patata, papa, ensalada y choclo y a veces arroz por preferencia. It means roast beef, roast beef or chorizo. Personally, I prefer roast beef. It's quite delicious, and when cooked well with the perfect salt, it's a delicacy. We eat it with sweet potato, salad, and corn, and sometimes rice, depending on preferences. I've never had chorizo, so I don't know if I can prefer. But I've had roast beef. But roast beef, sweet potato, and corn. Man, maybe not salad. That sounds so good. And with rice? Now you're making me hungry. I've been raided, but there's no message. I didn't get notification though. My who? Sorry, I'm eating this throat candy. Who rated me? I have no idea. Please at least say your name. Would you try Dr. Pepper beans? Ew, what kind of beans? I don't like to eat, Oh, you mean beans boiled with Dr. Pepper? That's cherry flavored beans. What the hell? Did this person just say? Did this person just say this VTuber's personality always puts a smile on my face? personality. I don't have an unk personality. What unk person? What do you mean he's not wrong? What do you mean? I don't have an unk personality. Name him. Name. Yeah, I need example. Name him. Yeah, you can't name them, huh? If you can't, you do. You do often say you relate to OG sounds more than Zoomers. When? Welcome to the clout, Remy. I'm not an unk. Damn. I feel like this is by association, because you guys are You know how they say when you hang out with somebody for a long time, you will slowly adapt yourself to be a little bit like them, and their personality will slowly blend into yours? I think that's what's happening to me. What's your favorite Pokemon game? Emerald, right, Unk? How's liking Emerald something to do with being uncle? Emerald's the best game, okay? Cause it has torching. You gotta try these too. Shut up! What if you guys were the one that gave it to me? I knew it. I knew it. Can you guys just, I know that when you spend a lot of time with somebody, you tend to get a little bit of theirs. Can you just give me the mental part, not the physical part? Unk incarnate. I'm not an unk. You're saying like I'm some sort of a... I can't believe my favorite Nephilim was my uncle who I can't believe my uncle reincarnated into a cute Nephilim girl. But she lost her memory, so she don't know she's an unk. Peace be unto you and your spirit. Amen. Man, talking about like... It reminds me of Ember. She was recommending the communion biscuit. You know, for Christians, when you go to church, every time you do mass, you get a communion biscuit that represents like the body of Christ, and it's this really compressed tin biscuits made out of wheat and water. So like, I really like it. So, every week I will look forward to go to mass because I get to eat the delicious biscuit. And I've always been so jealous of the priest. I've been so jealous because, once you give it out, you can't really put it back into the container. So, at the end of the day, the priest, the father, he gets like a freaking huge one. Like we get a small, tiny, round biscuit. But he gets like a mega biscuit. Like a giga communion biscuit, man. And not just that. At the end of the ceremony, he will collect all the leftover and he will pour it in the cup and he will finish it off. What the freak? I've always been so jealous. Cause what do you mean? You can just eat so many of them at once. And he gets a whole lot. It's really yum. It melts in your mouth. So, so one time, I went into a Christian like shop, and then I realized that you can buy communion biscuits in the shop, but they sell them in small packs. They sell them in small packs, and it's usually for people who are like bedridden or something, so the pastor can come to your house and, you know. Anyways. And then I thought, oh, maybe I can buy them and eat them as snacks. And then from far, I see this lady open the room where she was refilling the communion biscuits, and I saw a whole bag of it. Like a huge bag! 1 kilogram, I think. So I asked the lady if I could buy a whole kilogram of communion wafers. And she said yes. And so I bought it. Bought 1 kilogram of communion wafers. And I ate it at home while watching a movie. Like I would popcorn. Except it's healthier and I feel holy inside. Yeah, they're not baptized, so they're just normal wafers. Pretty good though. They good though. They're so yummy, and then they just... Do you put peanut butter on them? Yeah. I like dip them in peanut butter. I dip them in jam. I even made a communion wafer sandwich. I put peanut butter in between and I put jam in between. Eat it like that. And then, if you put it in the air fryer, it becomes a little bit crispy. And then I put a little bit of butter and I put like a pre-made garlic paste. And then it becomes garlic. It becomes garlic communion wafers. It's like garlic bread, but like wafers. And it just melts in your mouth. Oh, it's good. And then you know how you know and then I pretend to be, and then I did a little role play by myself. I like pretended to be the priest. It's like, you know, here's the body of Christ, and then I take it, and then normally you have to drink wine because that's the blood of Jesus. So I took grape juice, and then I dip it in grape juice. I dip it in grape juice and then I eat it. I'm like, Does the priest put it in your hand or directly in your mouth? Normally people want to do it directly in your mouth, but But I have social anxiety, so I just receive it in my hand. Did you ring the bell too? I did! Like, the Christ is in the room! I'm like, here's the body of Christ. I'm like, yeah! I roleplayed a priest. It was fun, man. It was fun. Arigato, Shiva Ark. Yo, this Jesus guy tastes great. Yeah, he does. It's good though. It's like a really thin wafer. It's good. I would like eat a lot, stuff it all in my mouth, bite, and then I would chug grape juice. So normally you would receive communion for like once a week. I think I took like 10 years of communion in my mouth. One shotter. Grinded it all. It was funny though, when I think about it. I mean, it's all fun because it's not baptized. It's like the priest didn't touch it, so it's just a normal wafer. But it was fun role playing, you know. Cause you know, I don't know, it's fun role playing, man. Who doesn't want to role play as the priest? Yeah. Thankfully, you ran out of holy water. Anyways. Wait, I wanted to say something, but then I forgot. You need to do a Miko ASMR. Now they have Altart girls. Oh. I always thought it was male only. I don't know. The priest touched boys in your church. You should touch him back. For revenge. Man. I was just kidding. Don't touch him back. Doesn't that mean he's gay? Cause he touched boys. That means he's gay. Cause you only touch boys, not girls. So he's gay. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. A taste. You gotta have a taste of his medicine, you know? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I wanted to say something, but then I forgot. I forgot what I wanted to say. I forgot what I wanted to say. shit, why is my cough getting worse? I wanted to say thank you so much for 4K views on my White Day cover. I'm glad. Do you know how many comments that I see from the music video? I'm old. I feel so old. I'm old. My heart, my bones. I feel so old. They're like, oh, I feel so old. Oh, I'm so old. You cooked so hard. I'm so glad you guys like the cover. Do you feel old yet? How old is Toradora? Toradora was aired in 2008, which means it is 17 years ago. Wow. Toradora is 17 years ago. 22? What do you mean? It was 2020, 2008. But the manga is 20 years old. What? Please stop. Yeah, Toradora is 20 years ago. The anime is 18 years ago when it's first released. So, you know, you know what's the funniest thing? Is that when you watch the anime, it's probably when you are in your teenager days. So, you know, when you watch a lot of anime, may it be shonen or fighting or romance, most of them are just high school boys. You know, like Tsunibyo, Kokoro Connect, Konosuba, Mondaiji, and you're all just 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. And and you know, if you like somebody, you're probably thinking, man, he's older than me. He's like 18 and 17 and I'm only 14. And now, flashback, you're like twice their age. You could be their dad. You could be their mom. Dun 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 dun. You could be their mom. Dun, dun, dun. Melis, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Ah, and she's raiding here too on Twitch. Yee! I love my evil woman. Do you know that Malice is in the evil woman gang? Because she's evil woman. she's in our little evil woman gang. Malice, thank you so much for the raid. I'm a nice evil woman. Yeah. Wait, why is your why? Wait, stop! I can't scroll up. Why is your there a sentence being held for review? Is evil woman banned? I never banned evil. Yeah, apparently so. Wait, let me try. Evil woman. Huh? Held a message for a reason. What is this word? Misogyny. What does that mean again? What is misogyny? Misogyny is hatred, dislike, or prejudice against women and girls. What? We love girls here! Can we like... You got held? Can we not like evil woman? But what if... But we like... What about villain? Villainous woman. Villainous woman. How do you spell? Villainous woman. That's fine. Wait, can we say evil man? Evil man. How come I can say evil man, but I cannot say evil woman? Oh, you can't say villainous woman. You can't say evil girl too. What? What the hell? Why can I say evil man, but I can't say evil woman? We gotta protect men too. We can't just protect women only. We gotta protect men. We gotta protect against men. Cause we love men and women. What is this double standard? Wait, you are a streamer. You can't get automatic. Oh. Wait, I can though, cause I said evil woman and then it like blocked me. What is misandry? What is misandry? Hatred, prejudice, prejudice against men or boys. Oh. Is there a word for prejudice against men and women? Is there a word for prejudice against men and women? Is there? Oh, they don't have for both. What if you hate both? What if you just hate both men and women? Like both, man. Is there no both? That's called nihilism. No, it's not. Wait, isn't nihilism like... Yeah, why do we hate not... Why do we... Just evil in general. No. What is misanthropy? Why is there so many big words, man? What is misanthropy? Oh, a dislike for humankind. Oh, this is the perfect... This is like an overlord. You know, like in anime? Like the villain in anime? You know, demons, you're like, we don't like human. Yeah. Humans. Misanthropy. I've never... Have I seen this work? I have no idea. I've probably seen it, and then I just skimmed it off. But I can't believe... I can't say evil woman on Twitch. But I love evil woman. Don't you love a villainous woman? Don't you like it when girls are a little evil? Just like how you like male villains, man. Don't you like it when... Don't you like it when men are a little evil? I mean, I am la creatura darkness, master of evil and darkness. Damn. What is evil? What is the definition of evil? Somebody's gonna write like a whole mal review about what the definition of evil. What is Thai definition of evil? Evil is the anti-act of good. Good cannot exist without evil, and evil cannot exist without good. Because evil is an example of good, and good is an example of evil. They must coexist, because something that's not evil is something good, and something that's not good is something evil. So evil can only act as the opposite of good. But what is good? What makes something good, huh? Huh? Thank you so much for the super chat of people's moldy fungal food. I'm wondering whatever I just wonder, how do you come up with a name like that? That's pretty creative. Thank you for the toothpick, Doremu. Evil woman love. Yeah. Evil is just the absence of good. Evil has no substance of its own. Evil is not a thing. Evil cannot be created. Evil is more like a hole or a lack of good that already exists. Evil is the corruption of something that was originally good. Just like light and dark. Light is the darkness and absence of darkness, and darkness is just the absence of light. And evil is just the absence of good. Dun 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 dun. This is true. This is a true. This. Fico. Arigato. And what truly is the definition of evil? Because if you think something is good, is it inherently good? Or is it good because you think it's good? Then if you think that it's good, and something that is opposite of this good, to you is evil. But is it truly evil? Is it evil because you think it's good? So it's based on your perspective. You gotta wear the tin hat. You gotta think hard enough. Pico had a long day, so she was very tired. Aww. It is 1:30 for her. Do you want me to write an essay? No, thank you. I read enough essay about morality and evil on the My Anime List free run section, so I'm good. I don't need to. I'm good. I'm on Team Evil though, cause I'm an evil woman. I like evil. Evil is great. Long live evil! Women, are you learning about moral relative? What is moral relativism? I don't even know what the frick is moral, anyways. Like, morals is just something that is set by society, you know? Like, moral is just what society say you should do, you should not do. That's moral, right? Freak care, I'm an overlord. I'm evil. I'm la creatura. La creatura. Yippee! Whatever, these things are like so complicated, man. These things are like so... These things are like so... make brain hurt. Why do you humans have to think so hard? It's not that complicated! Stop complicating yourself. I don't know. I don't care. I just like anime. As an overlord, you can determine what is good and what is bad. Yeehaw! Because I said so! Yippee! Hey, so evil. I am tummy full of evil. You know, this is why in a lot of anime, like, in a lot of anime, they always say, like, true fear. You know, they always say, oh man, I'm scared of demons. But you know what the demons are scared of? They're scared of humans, man. The human greed. The human greed. My favorite meme of the human greed is like, this is the greed they say in the Bible. when I cash in for gacha, this is the greed that they mention in the Bible. When I eat 3 Kit Kats at once, this is the greed they say in the Bible. That's my favorite beat. Greed. His greed sickens me. Yeah. No. His greed sickens me is good. But like, if you want something that's extra, like extra hit, like if you want something that hits you harder than that, you gotta say like, this is the greed that they mention in the Bible, you know? No, that's like an extra hit. I feel the greed in every gacha meme. Because humans can never become satisfied. You know? Humans will always want more. Unless they are being locked up in a room all their life and there's nobody telling them about the outside world, so they can't yearn. Humans are naturally yearners. So humans are naturally greedy. There's no humans without greed. Everybody's greedy. We want more. We want gacha. We want to put all the girls. We want to eat all the food that we want. You know, nothing wrong with that. That's just human nature. Nothing wrong with that. It just human. It's just human. Unless you're a monk and you practice, and you practice humility or something like you practice to hold yourself. I always yearn. Yes, always yearn. Even monks want worldly things. I don't think so. maybe they want worldly things, but that means they haven't achieved enlightenment, you know? This person has greed in their name. Cause I think that, you know, I think that without greed, the human society cannot advance. You know, technology happens because humans are greedy and they want more. They want something better. Why do I settle for less when I can get something better? I want this, I want that. So, I'll say it's a pretty important... you know? It's just the temptations. It's just their desire to grow. They want more. You know, it's like how humans want so much. You know, maybe in like 50 years, the Earth is going to run out of natural resources. And then they're probably gonna have to migrate to another planet. Or something. Maybe in like 100 years. Maybe. In 100 years. It's gonna happen. You know, I have nightmares of like... Sometimes I have nightmares of us being stuck in a pod that's floating in space, and we're trying to land to another planet, but then we woke up from the pod and then it malfunctioned and then the pod exploded and we all die. And then I wake up and then I realized it was just a dream. Born just to be a court father. What does that mean? Humans are unlikely to run out of resources. I don't know. I feel there's a movie for that. That's messed up. 7. Oh, 7! I think I wanted to watch that with Thelma. I think you left. Please don't self-destruct. I command you to undestruct yourself. Please don't explode. I'll be really sad if you do. Thanos will say this. Yeah, at a cost of 50%. Sci-fi dreams? What's in the box? It's a secret. No, no, no. What I want to say again? Forgive my throat. I've been having a bad throat day for a week. I think the world is probably gonna run out of resources in 100 years. I mean, people are cutting more trees. Trees are being cut down more than trees are being planted. And I don't know. I don't know, what else are natural resources? I have no idea. People are pooping so much that you're gonna run out of water one day. We must cultivate plankton. Oil. Yeah. Oil is natural. Right? We're gonna run out of bitumen oil. I have no idea, man. You never know. I mean, do you know? I mean, with AI right now, like AI uses so much water and electricity. You know, you never know. We're all gonna run out. But don't worry, it won't be in your generation. So, it may be in your future generations. But not in your generation. I don't know. It's from dinosaurs. You know. you know. I don't really think a lot of dinosaurs that is in the dinosaur books are real. Because nobody lived before the asteroid to even see the dinosaurs. How can you tell if a bone is 1.2 billion years ago? At what threshold do you know if a bone is 1 million years ago? How do you know? How can you tell? And plus, because the asteroid hit, a lot of the bones are gone. So you can't possibly have a full collection of dinosaur bones. Okay, maybe 1 or 2. But not like 100 dinosaurs. You know? How do you carbon date something that existed before the comet? You know? There's no technology that can date something that's like 1 million years before. How do you know? How does the machine know? It's based on theories and research. Yeah, but like, how do you know? There's like no humans. What if there's humans before the dinosaur age? And I mean, there must be humans before the dinosaur age. And then the asteroid hit. If not, how can we have humans? If the asteroid destroyed the world, then how come humans can exist? You know? And it's like some humans were still alive. And then they tell the story to their generation, and their generation tell the story to their generation, and their generation tell a story to their generation. you know? Because not all creatures die from the asteroid. I don't know, man. How do you know? Like, humans are really only a few million years old. Oh. Yeah, but bones can turn into stones, and stones keep the information. How do you like grab a stone and then you put it in a machine and you're like, beep 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 beep. Hey, the stone is 14 million years ago. You know. How do you know? How does the machine know what it's like to be 14 million years ago? Like, there's no machines that exist. There's no machine that exists 14 years ago. How do you know? And how do you know what is the shape of the dinosaur? Like, how do you know that if a dinosaur is herbivore versus carnivore? There's no stomach to see. It's like telling me the bone structure of a vegetarian is different than the bone structure of a meat eater, you know? Oh, the teeth. To see if they chew grass or if they chew meat. But what if... but like... how do you find teeth? What if teeth are like all over? What if teeth are all over? How do they even find dinosaur bones anyways? I feel like it's a scam. I think dinosaurs are a scam. Yeah, they're real. Just like how dragons are real too. Like, they're real. It's just that I think a lot of them are exaggerated, you know? They're like, oh, the raptor is actually the size of 10 giraffes. How do you know that? How do you know if a raptor is like size of 10 giraffes? Have you seen a raptor before? No. Do you know what they look like? No. And how do you know that the ones in the museum aren't just random bones fit together to showcase what what a dinosaur outline looks like? I don't know, man. He's really sounding like my drunk uncle now. No, I don't. No, I don't. Birds are avian dinosaurs, Lemmy. How long have you been thinking about this? All my life. Lemmy's conspiracies always go hard. Exactly! I think some... Well, I mean, there's dinosaurs taxidermy from many years ago. If dinosaurs are being destroyed by the steroids, then how the freak can you get their skin if it's disintegrate? You know? How? Like, like, how do you know if it's real or fake? For what I know, they can just take a crocodile skin and say, "Oh look, this is a dinosaur skin." Steroids, asteroids. I mean asteroids, asteroids. Asteroid. Asteroid. I just think that dinosaurs... like... I just think that dinosaurs existed. But... they are probably weirder than we thought. And... I think that scientists just mix up some dinosaurs. You know? I don't know, like a Tyrannosaurus? Is a Tyrannosaurus real? Are they real? Is it like a real thing? You know, what if the reason why a Tyrannosaurus has short hands, it's because the hands are actually, I don't know, from another dinosaur. So I just think that, like, what if all dinosaurs have feathers? And what if dinosaurs, I don't know, what if they look different? What if they're just a giant chicken? What if dinosaurs are just chickens, but like huge chickens? You know? Think about it. You gotta wear your tinfoil hat before they get you. That's just when I was really young, when I was in kindergarten, we had to go and have library time. And in library time, there's a lot of books about animals. And then there happened to be a book about dinosaurs that I got curious. and then I read the book. And then I thought to myself, how the freak do they know what these look like when these died before they were even born? Like, they were dead for millions of years, so how the freak do they know what they look like? You know, and then I got suspicious, so I just read the book, and I finished the book, but I can't help but feel suspicious. How do they know what a triceratops look like? How do they know? You could read in kindergarten? I couldn't read perfect English, but you know, they're just pictures. It's a picture book with tons of pictures. What makes so base for this? Yeah! Think about it. Yeah. Think about it. How do you think the pyramid is being built? Why and how is the pyramid so perfectly triangle? It's the aliens! It's the aliens! Or what if dinosaurs were just gigantic lizards? Yeah, like what if they were just lizards, Or like crocodiles. Or like I don't know. I've never watched I have never watched Jurassic Park. But I think that a lot of dinosaurs are what a lot of animals are today, probably. I don't know, man. You never know. I wonder what the world looks like when dinosaurs exist. I feel like the world probably is huge. Trees are probably huge. Grass are probably huge. 'Cause there's nothing. Like, nothing. It's pretty scary if you think about it. The Land Before Time. Oh, that's a sad one. That's where the mom died. I watched that before. That was so sad. Can you imagine the insects in the world? There must be huge. Like the size of a snake or something. Like spiders the size of a building. Spoiler alert. Nobody in this day and age is gonna watch Land Before Time. It's nobody's going to like, oh, let me watch the Land Before Time. I don't know. Do you know what a Pangea is? What's a Pangea? Is it scary? Oh shoot. Pangea. Pangea is a supercontinent that existed approximately 300 to 200 million years ago. So what is the Pangea? Paleozoic and early Mesozoic. What the freak is Paleozoic and Mesozoic? This is making my head hurt. It existed before Lemmy. I don't even know when I was born. So it got split. So the world used to be one. But then the island split. So now they are separated into countries. Is that right? My favorite is the expanding Earth theory. Expanding Earth theory. The expanding Earth theory is a hypothesis that the Earth has increased over time, causing continents to drift apart as the crust splits. Oh, so you mean Earth is expanding, creating oceans and widening yaps. Is the Earth is the Earth going to explode one day? Cause it keeps expanding. What if there's a Titan that's inside the Earth? And it's gonna explode. Somebody should just measure Earth. You know, like take a ruler and stop at one country, and then in the spaceship they just spin one round horizontally and then measure like how many cm is Earth. And another one goes up and down, and then they measure how tall is Earth, and then they just, you know. We have they should do it again, and just to see if Earth is growing or not. Yeah. They should do it every 5 years. And you know, we should do it every 5 years just to see. Just to see if the world is constantly expanding. You know, maybe Earth never really had ocean. Maybe Earth is just one solid block of land, but then it split. And so ocean started happening because of the split. You know? Like it split, right? And then like, you know, it keeps splitting, and then the ocean keeps getting bigger. You know, I have a theory. Like, wait, I need an example. Let me Google. What country is above each other because Earth is round? Is there? Okay. So apparently, Spain and New Zealand is opposite. So, you know, back then I always feel like... Because I feel like, what if somebody or like the government have decided to take a mega drill and drill down the ocean and drill and drill and drill? Do you think that if they keep drilling, they would reach New Zealand? Because the Earth is round. If there's a country on top, there's a country on the bottom. So what if they keep drilling and drilling and pierce through the center of Earth? They would reach New Zealand, right? Why does nobody ever do that? The middle of the Earth is lava, though. How do you know the middle of Earth is lava? Like... why does nobody ever do that? Like, take a drill and just drill through the center of Earth. And let's just say, you know, that there is a volcano in the core of the ocean. But you have such a large volume of water, just like Minecraft. When water hits lava, it becomes hard. So that's extra stuff to drill that you can continue to drill and drill and drill and drill and drill. Just prepare water. I mean, you're in an ocean already. You know, it's plenty of water, man. Like, break through to the bottom of the Earth. Why did nobody ever think about something like this? That's crazy. So imagine if you manage to pierce through, and then you make like a pipe. That means you can go from Spain to New Zealand. Just jump down. See, that is the future. Why isn't the government doing anything about it? You know? That is... Good luck at work. That is, you know, the future. But we are not ready to have this conversation yet. Cause I know gravity works so that if there's no gravity, then the people below Earth would fall and die. You know? So it's like Earth is just one big ball. So what if you take a pole and just reel through? Yeah. What is the center of the Earth? The center of is a solid inner corner surrounded by a liquid outer corner. Oh my god, can you just imagine that the inner corner rotates slightly faster than the rest of the planet for creating Earth's magnetic field? So can you imagine if one day they truly created a mega drill that drilled down and break through the inner corner of the Earth, then all the countries that's below the Earth would fall and die in space? Oh my god! Who's below Earth anyways? What countries are at the bottom of the Earth? So the countries that are at the bottom, like Argentina and Antarctica and Chile, would fall and die in space because there's no magnet anymore. The Earth is gonna sink. Like it's gonna sink in space because it has no magnet, and we'll all die. Okay, maybe that's not such a great idea. Maybe do it after they evacuate every human. You know? Yeah. Australia too? Yeah, Australia too. Then all the penguins and everything will just die. That's so sad, but like, anything for science, you know? The magnetic field protects Earth. Yeah, but like, what's gonna happen if the magnetic field that protects Earth is gone? Are we gonna have alien invasion? Is the reason why aliens haven't invaded is because the magnetic field is protecting them from the alien ship from detecting them because of the magnetic field? Then we should do it, because then we will encounter aliens. You know. You know, what if? I don't know, I've always had this thought of drilling a hole through Earth ever since I was really little. Cause I get thinking like, you know, what if you just pierce a hole through Earth? Like, what would happen, you know? What would happen? I've always thought about this. It's crazy. Oh, we got pull from the sun's ray. Oh. Oh well. I mean, do that. Like, when you guys have evacuated from Earth to another planet, you know? Oh, this is just one of my late night thoughts, you know? Russia drilled 12 kilometers down? Really? Drilled the deepest hole on Earth. The Kola Super Deep Borehole, located inside Russia's region, is the deepest man-made hole on Earth. Wow, because they wanted to explore the Soviet Union wanted to explore the Earth's crust. See? They were smart. They had my vision. Or maybe I inherited their vision. Oh, because the equipment cannot handle the heat. But what if? Because Russians drilled a hole in Earth in 1992. But that is when technology is not advanced enough to create a high temperature drill. So what if in today's time, where the government can create a drill that can handle 400 Fahrenheit of heat? You know how ovens can handle 200 degrees Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit of heat and not melt. So what if they revive the project and they create a drill with 400 Fahrenheit of like heat protecting heat repellent drill, and they drill and they continue back to the hole and they continue to drill through in the Earth's crust until it hit, I don't know, the center of Earth, like the Earth's magnetic core. And they can pierce through. If they can pierce through a hole in Earth, they can get to the other side of Earth. What is the opposite of Russia? What country is the opposite of Russia in the map of Earth? So, the countries that are opposite to Russia on Earth is Chile and Argentina. Which means if Russia decided to drill a massive hole and break through the Earth's crust, they can reach to Chile and Argentina. Yeah! Oh! Muyo rated! Oh! Thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the... I'm so sorry, I got so hyper fixated, I forgot. I didn't see chat because I was so locked in my theory. Thank you for the raid, Muyo! Thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the raid! Muyo would understand, because she's a smart scientist. Sorry, I was so locked in. Yeah, I was just saying, cause in the beginning, I was thinking, how come nobody ever drilled a hole in Earth? You know? And then you guys say that there is a volcano that's deep under the ocean. But like in Minecraft, you know, if you take water and you mix it with lava, it becomes like tar. and water extinguishes fire. So if you dig in the ocean and it breaks through hot lava, it would immediately turn into tar or charcoal, right? And then because of that, like charcoal or tar, I don't know, tar, because it's lava, it will become hard, like a volcano after an eruption. It becomes hard solid. Yeah, but what if that just helps with the drilling? So you drill even more down, and then you drill through the center of the world and break through the Earth's core. Thank you, Edu. Yeah, I know. And then you guys told me about the hole in Russia, the Kolar super deep borehole that's 12 kilometers down. They should initiate back the project. Like, it's so hot, most things vaporize. But what, you know, with current technology, because a lot of things happened since 1992, you know, what if there is a technology that could withstand high amounts of heat. You know? What if? I don't know, man. This is just one of my, like, random late night thoughts. I've always had this thought since I was really little. Like, like what if like what if the world is what if the world is, what am I saying? What if the world, since it's round, because I've always found it really fascinating that there's people that's standing under me. You know? Cause some countries are at the top. And you have some countries that's, you know, on the bottom. And you have countries on the left and right of the world. So, like, under me should be another country. It's like feet on feet, you know? I just thought that was pretty cool. If you can drill a hole and you can insert a tube, so people don't have to use planes to travel. They can just use holy pipes. Like pipes inside Earth. So they just jump in the pipe. It's like a roller coaster. And then they'll get to another country. You don't need planes anymore. It'll be just portals and portals and portals. Like a giant pipe system inside of Earth. Like if you cut Earth in half, you can see all the pipes, you know? Yeah, see, isn't that pretty smart? It'll be way faster than flying around. Arigato super, Luis. Remy, it is easier to build a space elevator than a hole through the center of the Earth. And we don't even have permanent moon bases yet. Why is it taking so slow to just build a moon base? Why is it so slow? Why is it so slow? Man, why so slow? We won't even see anything in we won't even see anything in like 1,000 years, man. The moon has nothing to offer us beyond being a giant rock. I don't know. I thought it'd be like so cool. If you can have pipes all around Earth. So, you know, it's like an elevator. You know? But maybe we're not ready to have this conversation yet. Maybe I'm too advanced. You know? Maybe in 2,000 years, this actually happened. And somebody from 2,000 years later is looking through an ancient technology called YouTube, where people upload video and a live stream in a small box. And from there, they look through the archives and they find Remilia Nephis, and she's talking about how you should drill a hole in Earth and put pipes so that people can travel through like portals and pipe holes instead of flying. And then that person is gonna see this and be like, whoa, this person predicted everything. Dun 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 dun. I'm like the preggernator, you know? I predicted this. not possible. That's what humans say before they travel to moon. Nothing is impossible with lots of imagination. Anything is possible if you're brave enough. Yeah. Future people. Damn, this woman girl was ahead of her time. She was spot on. Yeah. Pipes and holes. Exactly. The archaeologists are gonna discover archives. Yeah, guys, they're gonna behave yourself. They're gonna discover this video 2,000 years later. This was the peak of their civilization. I mean, if you think about it, there are more ghosts than there are humans alive. You know? There are probably more graves than humans alive. That's pretty diabolical. Let me use to advance to our understanding. Exactly! It's the Overlord. What? It's true! There are more ghosts than humans alive! I mean, do ghosts not get recycled? Of course not! Soon the world will be overpopulated by ghosts. You gotta go somewhere, you know? You're probably in a... You know, I've always wondered, why is there so less paranormal activities? Considering that there's more ghosts than there are humans. There's probably billions. There's probably like billions of trillions of human ghosts. Maybe they discovered a new planet. And they'll fly in space to the new planet, you know? So they're no longer here on Earth. They're just enjoying life in a new planet. Yeah. Maybe. They get caught and turned into bedsheet. What? You're on Mars. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're space now. You never know. Tom's conspiracy theory should pick this idea up and do the research. That was funny. Man. Could be an idea, man. Do they not reincarnate? You know, I actually asked this question to a pastor before. Cause, you know, in Christianity we learn that when a person dies, they go to heaven or they go to hell. So I once asked like when I was in my Bible studies, I once asked the teacher, I said, you know, if when humans die, the good humans go to heaven and the bad humans go to hell, like how big is heaven? Like, shouldn't it be overpopulated? Like, how big is it? Are there portals? Are there different countries? You know, in heaven? like how do you have so many people? And in hell too, you know, like how big is hell that you can hold so many people? Unless, like, they're all in like a little cube. So they're made by many cubes, so once this cube is filled with humans, they just go to cube number 2. And then, if heaven is infinite, when people die, how do they find their loved ones? Is there a systematic, like, oh, okay, let me just summon this guy here, let me just summon this guy here? You know? Damn. and then the teacher, she was like, I cannot answer you that. Never been to heaven before. I said, yeah, because if you go to heaven, it means you're dead. And I remember her laughing. She's like, oh, Remy. Like, there's a lot of things that we don't know. All we have to do is trust in God. Like, okay, you probably don't know. It's okay. I don't know too. It's just funny when I think about it, you know? But then again, not everything needs to have an answer, so I just let it go. You know, God must be above looking at me like, let me stop asking weird questions, man. You're not supposed to gain consciousness so fast. Stop gaining consciousness. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Intrusive thoughts. Late night intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts. Intrusive indeed. Root beer in a cowboy mug. And y'all got root beer? Does root beer really come from a root? What is root beer made out of? Root beer is made of carbonated water, sugar, caramel color, and artificial flavoring. No, what is... Oh, it's made from saffrole sassafras root bark. Oh, but it's banned in 1960 because it's a carcinogen. Carcinogen means it can set you on fire, right? So now they just use artificial flavors, carbonated water, and caramel coloring. Ooh. really drink root beer. I don't even remember what root beer tastes like. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't have enough root beer to imagine what it tastes like in my head. You always thought it was a plant. Well, apparently it was a plant, but because it's bad for you, so now they just use coloring. So it is just caramel flavor. So I guess it's like spices. So it's just like spiced. Let me see this Bundaberg. Bundaberg root beer. How do we brew it? They grind ginger and they ferment the ginger with yeast. So technically it's just ginger beer. So it's just ginger beer. Oh, so root beer is just ginger beer. The real root beer is actually good. How do you know what real root beer tastes like? It's banned in 1960. Are you born before 1960? Damn! You're real, G-san. It's sweet and bitter at the same time. You like it. Tastes like medicine. Ooh. I don't think I've actually have. I don't know. I don't think I've had. You can still make it in the States, really? Can you still make traditional root beer? Oh! So you can make traditional root beer. The commercial brands cannot use this due to the... you cannot sell, but you can use with sassafras. Oh. Does it taste like ginger beer? What does what does a real root beer taste like? Does it taste like ginger? You want to try to make traditional pine soda. Oh, I've seen somebody make it on TikTok. They put like the pine leaf in a bottle of water, and then they leave it. It becomes soda. Why though? Why does pine become soda? Oh, it's because pine needles have the natural yeast on the pine needles convert sugar into carbon dioxide. Wow, so pine needles have yeast. That means you can make bread with pine needles because they have yeast. I wonder what it tastes like. What does pine taste like? I don't know. Pine. Does it taste like Sprite? Pine needle tea. Pine needle tea. Pine needle tea. How to make... Ooh, pine needle. Pine is a Christmas tree, right? Is Christmas tree a pine tree? I mean, they're like sharp looking... No, they're not. Oh. It's a fear tree. A tree that causes fear. But they look like Christmas tree. A fear tree looks like a Christmas tree. It is a Christmas tree. Oh. So all Christmas trees are pine trees, but not all pine trees are Christmas trees. Oh. Oh, interesting. I learn new things every day. Wow. I'm just gaining knowledge. I'm just gaining tons of knowledge today. Tastes like root beer. Please let me know once you've made your pine needle soda, so you can tell me what it tastes like, so I can imagine what it tastes like. Wow, man. You guys are pretty talented. Like, you know how to make soda? That's crazy. You know how to make all these stuff. Soda making stream? I don't know if that is a good idea. I don't really trust my creation skills. How do you even make soda anyway? How do you make soda? I don't like to drink soda. I don't like the fizzy... I don't like the fizzy feeling of a soda. When you drink, and it's like... You know, it feels weird. It feels like, It feels like I am stabbing myself with many tiny little needles. And especially when it gets up to your nose. Ugh, it's a weird feeling. I would. Soda is sugar plus CO2. Hey, if I hold CO2 in my mouth, will my saliva become soda? Asking the big questions. It's just some kind of syrup, and you mix it with club soda. Yeah, it's a syrup. It's syrup. I like a grenadine syrup. Cause grenadine is the closest taste to medicine. Grenadine is the closest thing to a cough medicine. Yeah. So I like grenadine. No, there's another syrup that tastes like cough medicine. I forgot the name. I like the Japanese. I like the Korean soda in Japan. The one where they put melon syrup. And then it's green in color. They put melon syrup and then they put soda water. And then they put ice cream on top with a cherry. That one is so yum! Because there's ice cream, so it's not that fizzy. And the melon tastes so good. I love those. Let me find a picture. A melon cream soda. I found a pretty one. No? It's just green because of melon. And then ice cream. And then a cherry. Ah, this is so good! Oh, the homies who go to Japan! They can't say they go to Japan without having a melon soda. Yes, and it's so pretty too. It's like melon. It's melon flavor. The closest thing I can say is it's like a honeydew. A cantaloupe? It tastes like a cantaloupe. Yeah. Yeah, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe soda. And then with ice cream on top. And they have blue ones too. They have blue. I found a really pretty photo. No, it's the fifth. PNG. There we go. There's the blue. What is the blue flavor? What flavor is blue screen soda? It's ramune. It's ramune flavor. So it's a tropical citrus taste. It's sometimes referred to as Blue Hawaii. Blue Hawaii. And then I love maraschino cherries. One time on my birthday, I decided to treat myself, so I bought this restaurant bulk wholesale maraschino cherries. It's a huge tub of maraschino cherries. Let me find a picture. Maraschino cherries. It's like a whole jar of. It's bigger than this. This is so small, but like it's way bigger than this. Shoot, why is it the fifth? JPG. It looks like this, but it's way bigger. Like it's huge. Like this is so small. Like super big. And then and I ate them all. Cause I love the taste. Cause it tastes like cough medicine. So I love Love, 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 love. Love, love the taste of maraschino cherries. I mean, it's essentially just pickled cherries. But because cherry flavor itself is a lot of cough medicine flavoring, so it just makes it, you know, even more like cough medicine. Lemmy, how do you survive the taste of preservatives all your bubbly years? How do you survive the taste of preservatives all your years too? Technically, if you think about it, preservatives preserve shelf life. So the more preservatives you consume, the more it will preserve your body. You know, this is just a theory, okay? This is just a theory. But if you think about it, Lemmy, what? If you think about it, if you think about it, it makes sense. I don't think that's how it works, Lemmy. But what if it is how it works? The secret to immortality. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta expand your mind and think outside logic. That's where you'll discover a lot of secrets of the world. You gotta expand your brain. You gotta expand. You gotta expand your mind so you can see the other side. You know, like how dead people, like, in order to preserve their corpse from melting and rotting, they need to embalm it inside out, right? What if in the future, embalming material is just part of preservatives to prevent, you know, the organs from rotting? But what if in the future, the preservatives can protect your organs from failing? Dun, 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 dun. Speaking of preservatives, can you explain that cookie post? Oh, yeah, I can. Let me pull out a picture of it so people here know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yesterday I wanted to make a cookie because I ran out of snacks and I have been severely craving for cookies. You know, do you ever have cravings for something so strong that it just literally kill your mind? You just want to do that thing. You don't want to do anything else. And, you know, trying to eat a substitute, it's not going to work. You just want to eat chocolate chip cookie. I just want to eat chocolate chip cookie. So I googled a recipe online that says the easiest way you can make a chocolate chip cake is through the air fryer. And so I watched this lady make. She put like flour eggs, water, vanilla essence, baking powder, and mix, and then she put chocolate chip, mix, and then she pour it in the air fryer, and then she bake it for 15 to 20 minutes. And so I also added flour and all the ingredients, and then mix, and then I poured it in like a paper, and then I put it in the air fryer for 15 minutes. And by the time it's done, I was so excited to just open the air fryer so I can take a beautiful whiff of chocolate chip. Because by the time, I can smell chocolate chip, and it smells so good. Like the smell of freshly baked cake. And the smell of freshly baked cake is always so good. You know what they say? There are 7 natural beauties in the world, just like there are 7 most amazing scents that humans love. And the smell of fresh bread / cake is one of them. But the moment I open it up, it just looked like that. Like, somehow, if you can tell from the side of the picture, somehow the water separated from the flour. So the bottom part is kind of like baked water and egg, while the top part is the flour. And the whole thing is rock solid. Like I tried to put it in the palm of my hand, and I tried squeezing it, and it just disintegrated like powder. I don't even know what's going on, but this is clearly the creation from darkness, therefore it must be my overlord hands that's doing the trick. So, I took a bite, and it's absolutely disgusting. And all the chocolate chip is sink to the bottom. Same with the water mixture. There's like a clear separation between the flour. It's, you know, if you see it from the side, it might look like a 2-layered cake. No, it's not. It's just the water somehow turned solid. And then the like, it's a little translucent on the bottom with all the chocolate chips. And the top part is just powder? And when I posted it, everyone said they thought it was a tree log. I don't even know, man. It must be the curse that I have, the curse that I bear. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever, man. Whatever. I give up. Maybe I was not meant. I was not meant to be in the kitchen. Whatever I touch turns into a curse. It became like an eldritch horror creature or something. Or I probably created Yggdrasil, you know? The world tree. Probably is the portal. Somewhere. It was so hard that if I threw it at someone, they'll probably get stabbed, you know? It's so hard that you could probably get a concussion or something. But then if you squeeze it hard enough, it will crumble. You know, you could even grate it and it will become powder. Arigatou suba! Agemata. Consider recouping the cost by selling pieces of your baked rats to Doremu's as merch. It will probably become crystal by then. It's so hard, I don't think it will ever rot. I don't know. Well. And I feel so mad cause I wasted a bunch of choco chips. So I felt mad cause choco chip. You know, choco chip. I feel sad. Choco chip. You're cooking, I'd buy it. Oh man, what the freak, man? What the freak? I don't know. I don't know. I just have cursed hands. Like, whatever I touch becomes broken. It's just... It's the life of an overlord. An overlord, it's not meant to do things by herself. Meaning, I was not meant to cook. I was meant to eat. I'm not a cooker. I'm an eater. You know? Thank you for the member, Happy. Here's a safe meal. Get some rice, meat flies, and mushroom, and you have a simple meal. It sounds so complicated. I'll just have a microwave meal. You get the camp. Like Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, the air fryer only has a maximum temperature and a minimum temperature. I don't think the air fryer can go more than 200 degrees. Yeah, I don't think an air fryer can go over 200 degrees. Actually, I didn't check. Cause I always air fry in that temperature. So I never really check what temperature I'm on. Cause I always air fry in like 190 degrees Celsius. Yeah. I have no idea. It's 450. I don't know what the frick is a Fahrenheit, man. Mine goes to 450 F. Like 300? What's 450 F? I think mine is max at 200. Cause I never baked. I've never used at 200 before, so I'm not sure. What is a Celsius? 450 is around 200. I don't think it's 200 because I've never air fried something at 200. I always air fry at 180. So it should be 180 because I never touched the knob. Cause I don't know. It's better just not to touch it, you know? Maybe that's why the cake come out that way. I don't know, the recipe said like 180. So, 180. Isn't that a normal temperature for cakes? I don't think an air fryer can go to 660 Celsius. I don't think an air fryer can go to 450 Celsius. Unless, I don't know, it's like a molten furnace. Or something, like a furnace? I have no idea. I must be cursed. That's the explanation. That's the only explanation. 450 F. I mean 450 Celsius. 450 Celsius. How much is that in F? 450 Celsius to F. That is 842 Fahrenheit. I don't think there's an air fryer that can go to 842 Fahrenheit. I think you're crafting a sword. You're going through a furnace. You're like melting glass. You're melting glass at this point. It's enough to pierce through the center of the earth. You know, air fryer is so powerful, it can pierce through the center of the earth. So powerful. I am sleepy, guys. Maybe it's time for me to tap out and crash out. A Ninja Max XL air fryer has a maximum. Isn't Ninja stuff so expensive? Isn't Ninja stuff like American Ninja? American Ninja. American. I don't have a Ninja. Isn't it sure? How much is a Ninja? Ninja air fryer price. Isn't a Ninja air fryer like super expensive? It is crazy expensive. Yeah. Ninja. It's like 120. That's expensive. That is expensive. You could try making a no-bake cake when we... That's like a cheesecake! But I wanted to eat a fluffy cake! Not a cheesecake. Ninja crispy air fryer. Ninja crispy air fryer. What is this? It's transparent. Made out of glass. My intrusive thoughts of the glass exploding is gonna happen, man. That's not pricey for a Ninja brand. How's the coffee experiment going? Oh, I totally forgot about it. It's like in room temperature. Cause the recipes say it has to stay in the room temperature for 12 to 24 hours. And then you put it in the fridge. Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot. I made coffee. I'll go put it in the fridge after this. Shmeg? What is a shmeg? Looks like smug. Hey, if I don't see it, it don't exist, okay? Sometimes I just forgot, you know? I wanted to see what a cold brew coffee tastes like. I mean, with the right bean. Do you use your own beans? No. I finished mine. I mean, I've never tasted my beans before, so... I have not. I finished phased ones already. I'm just using some random ones. So, I wanna know what it tastes like. Smeg air fryer. Smeg. Wow, they look so cute though. I bet they look so cute. Schmeg. They're probably really expensive. Maybe just because of how they look. But not, that's how they trick you. They just have to make it look good. And then because it look good, then you buy it. But it's actually not good. Dun 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 dun. Cold brew Americano is probably my favorite kind of coffee. Woo! Woo! How about a weekly morning coffee trying out different brands? But I don't have different brands. I don't even know where my coffee comes from. It's just in like a different Ziploc bag. Maybe Faye should just send me more coffee. But Rooney does coffee reviews, so that's pretty cute. Add water so it's not too strong. Oh, wait a minute. You're supposed to add water to your cold brew and not drink it like that? Oh, I thought you just drink it like that. I thought you just drink it like that, you know? concentrate. Oh. Oh, it's a concentrate. No wonder. Because it uses so many coffee beans. So it's like such a waste. You know, if you just drink it like that, like, that's like half a packet of beans for essentially like 3 cups of coffee. Oh, so you're supposed to dilute it. You know, I've made cold brew before, but like I didn't use any measurement. I just dump water and coffee and then I mix and then I put it in the fridge for like 2 days. And then I just chug it like that. So I didn't know you're supposed to add water. I did a coffee review stream before. That was when I experimented a few beans, especially using a mocha pot. I did a few, cause mocha pot is a great way to get nice coffee. But it's just a lot of work. So, I'm too lazy. Instant coffee is basically coffee steeped from beans and then freeze dried. What? How is instant coffee made? You're right. Instant coffee is made by brewing large batches of roasted ground coffee beans to create a concentrated liquid, and then is dehydrated to produce granules. Oh my god! I just thought instant coffee means coffee that is grounded into powder and that's it. So technically... So wait a minute! Does that mean that coffee... Does that mean that instant coffee is just freeze-dried Americano? Or freeze-dried espresso shot? Which means I can just take a spoon and grab it and chew it like a candy? Cause technically it's brewed. Just concentrated. Like a candy! That means I can just eat coffee powder as a snack. I never thought about it this way. Now that I know that it's essentially espresso. That is a great idea. Cause I like there's this coffee brand that I like. So there's this Like, why can't I get the name right? There is this coffee that there is this coffee, instant coffee that I like to get when I'm feeling so lazy, and they always taste so yummy. It's called Mokona, and they have different levels. Like, they have like the light roast and the heavy roast, and they're all these tiny little granules. So you're telling me I can eat them like a snack? I will try it and let you know. Mokona is good. Yeah, it's nice. Hey, here's a hack. But do you know that if you take a cup of hot water, normally if you make instant coffee, you would first put the coffee grounds, the instant coffee powder or instant coffee granules on the bottom of your cup, and then you would pour water, right? But if you drink Mokona, you should pour hot water first, and then on top of the hot water, you should take a spoon and pour it on top of the hot water so that the hot vapor will seep through the coffee granules, so it will release coffee oil and your coffee would smell even better. This is a hack by my uncle, by the way. So you gotta thank my uncle for this. And it actually makes it smell and taste better. You're welcome. Hello. Yeah, you should try it out. And let me know how it went. Cause I like drinking. Oh, I love drinking Vietnamese coffee. Vietnamese coffee is so strong. Like so. So there's this brand that I like to drink. It's called Hoa Thanh Den. Frick you, face. I have to come in and ruin my life. JPG. It's this one. It's called Hoa Thanh Den. It's pretty good. Yeah. Their coffee is so yummy. This one is yeah, this one is so yummy. So yummy. And then you gotta drink it like drip style. You know, Vietnamese people drink their coffee using like a dripper. Yeah, It's too extra. It's like drinking a pour-over coffee. And you gotta drink it with condensed milk. Ah, that's the best part. With condensed milk. It's so yummy. Oh, huatan then just means instant black coffee. Oh. I still think that Vietnamese coffee is so strong. You know, even with condensed milk, it's still so strong. It's great. I love it. So yummy. You prefer black? Oh, it's totally different from just adding milk and sugar. Cause condensed milk adds a little bit of sweetness, but it's still very bitter. It just pairs it so well. Never try, never know. Yeah, it's like a filter. Let me find a picture. There we go. I found it. Yippee! Please don't be the fifth. It's like this. It's like a little... it's like a little tin. And then there's a lot of holes. So you put the coffee ground inside. And then you add hot water. And then it slowly drips down. Yeah. Oh, that's called now. Oh! Bakshu. Let me see. Bakshu. Bakshu coffee. Oh, Bakshu coffee means milk base, espresso, and froth. Looks good. Looks yummy. Yippee! But this one, I have heard many stories that people who drink Vietnamese coffee cannot fall asleep. Cause a lot of people say that regular coffee keeps them awake for 10 hours, but Vietnamese coffee keeps them awake for 35 hours. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'm pretty immune to caffeine, so me drinking it changes nothing. In fact, sometimes I think coffee is a little bit counterintuitive for me. Cause sometimes coffee just makes me sleepy. Makes me ippy. I feel ippy when I drink coffee. Like it's backfiring me. You couldn't tell. Maybe your tolerance towards coffee is very strong. Maybe. It's basically just energy drinks, I think. Because energy drinks keep you awake by giving you caffeine. There's nothing that's stopping me from feeling ippy. I'm always so ippy. Always so ippy. But then sometimes I have insomnia, so it's still backfiring me. It's like speed. Always tired, never eats. But I realize that every time I stream, I can eat so well. So it must be your powers that's affecting me. your ippy worm has come to me. It's your ippy genes have spread it to me. Now I am ippy. It's almost 3 AM. Maybe I should eat. Yeah, maybe I'll go to eat, guys. I will eat. I feel like I want to yap, but but I am lacking. I am lacking the energy to yap. It's more like I have a lot of things going on inside my head, like wee 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 wee, but my body is like, nothing will come out of my mouth. While my brain is like, wee wee wee, but nothing comes out of my mouth. But it was. You guys, you know, one time I was stretching and I was yawning and I was stretching and then I was like, and then I stopped and think, why do I sound like I got possessed? Sometimes I scream when I stretch, and I sound like I've been possessed by a ghost. And I always wonder why. A good stretch will do that. Yeah, sometimes I just go very, very gremlin. Like I couldn't even recognize myself, you know? How about Fumos? Oh, on Sunday, I'll be just going through some Fumo pictures. So if you have a Wemi Fumo or a Wemi merch and you like to take pictures of your place or funny cute pictures of adventures with Wemi, you can do so. And you go to Twitter and you go under hashtag Wemi, WEMIW, for world domination, E for electromagnetic forces, M for M for mortality. I for the freak starts with an I. I for I for incinerator. Okay. FBA. Okay, so it's Wemi FBA. F stands for food. F for food, B for banana, and A for apple. There you go. Okay, so yeah, it stands for Fumo Desire Adventures. So I'll be going through that this Sunday. So you have a whole week. Okay. I'll see you the day after tomorrow because I need to rest my vocals for more recordings. So I will see you next. Oh right, Apple's banned in chat. Because I don't like eating apples. So I'll see you the day after tomorrow. Wee! And remember to to my song cover so I can get 5K by this week. Woo! Okay, I'll see you the day after tomorrow. Thank you for the super moidu. Arigato! Oyasumi! Have a nice rest of your day. Yippee! Goodbye. 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 Good friends. Goodbye. Then I'll see you again. The moon, the star, and the big blue house. We'll be see you very soon. I know. Very soon I know.